Most people would consider Road to Perdition to be a very dark movie.
The movie both surprises and saddens us, giving us a hopeful yet still sorrowful ending. But how does this film portray its dark mood, characters, and plot? We can't visually see these things, and yet we completely understand them. The director uses three main aspects of the film to show these intangibles. As Aristotle classified them, diction, melody, and spectacle. Road to Perdition uses diction masterfully. It first reveals the characters. The mobsters, Mike included, speak like what you would expect Chicago mobsters to speak like, not like some crazy English men. The boy also speaks the way in which you would expect a boy growing up in that time period to speak like, so it fits the historical setting perfectly. But it also helps to reveal different parts of these characters. We watch the conversation between the boy and his father grow better and different throughout the film. In the beginning, it's much more tense. They don't have a very good relationship. But by the end, they have a strong and loving relationship, and it's shown through the ways in which they speak to one another. Diction is also used throughout the film to help move the plot along. When Mike's son first discovers that his father is a mobster, he's overhearing an angry conversation between his father and a debtor as he threatens him to pay up the money that he owes. In another instance, Mike's father figure speaks sad words just before Mike guns him down. But of course, occasionally there is no talking but only the sound of gunshots. Finally, the diction of the film helps show the dark mood that it carries. Every word is slowly spoken, thought out, and full of deep darkness and despair. Occasionally there are quick quips of humor and light and happiness between the father and his son, showing their awesome relationship. But on the whole, it's angry words, either yelling or whispering. Words meant to harm and hate. Words full of sorrow and sadness and regret. Unending, growing and growing regret. So this film uses diction, uses the way in which the characters speak and the words that they say to portray its dark and sorrowful, yet with a glimmer of hope, mood that it has.
This movie is sad, and its music only helps to add to this sadness. It's dark and gloomy, speaking of past mistakes, that the melody of the movie helps show the thought behind the movie. The thought of how those who live by the sword will die by the sword. The fact that this is a sad movie about sad events, about a sad man, a regretful man. So it helps to show the thought by being dark, by being gloomy, by evoking this just pitying and gut-wrenching emotion inside a viewer's heart. Melody can also help show the plot. As the plot gets more excited and more action-packed, the music gets higher, it gets more action-packed, it gets more intense. And the slower, more bonding moments between Mike and Michael, it gets slower, a little happier note to it. So it helps reflect the plot as the plot moves along. And that's not seen any better than in the following clip.
I'm glad it's you.
Finally, the melody can reflect the characters throughout the movie. If the character is happy, the music is happy. If the character is sad, the music is sad. If something bad is about to happen to the character, the music is eerie and a little scary. So we can understand the emotions of the characters and what is about to happen to the characters based on the music played throughout certain scenes. It's this way that they are able to use melody in this movie that makes it such an impact. Because the director chose to use melody in this way, it helps to make an incredibly emotionally powerful movie. It is the spectacle, however, of this movie that truly finishes it off, making it the amazing film that it is. First of all, character. The spectacle of this film really shows us who the characters are. They wear clothing that reflects the kind of time period and the kind of person that they're playing, whether it's a mobster or a schoolboy or a nice uptight businessman or a creepy assassin photographer dude. The clothing that these characters wear and the makeup that they have on reflects who they're playing. The spectacle also helps show the plot, whether they're inside the city of Chicago or out in the suburbs around, or driving through fields. It's the setting which really helps to move the story along and helps the viewer to believe that this really is taking place in this mobster world of Illinois. Just like diction and melody, the spectacle can be used to show the thought of the movie. The director uses a darker hue when filming it, and likewise, darker colors are used throughout the different areas to give just that sort of darker, gloomier feel. And most importantly, however, there is lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and just so much rain. And there's nothing that provokes a melancholy feeling in a viewer than the incredible amount of pouring rain. Through this film's masterful combination of diction, melody, and spectacle, it's no wonder that we get wrapped up inside this sad yet beautiful story of a mobster and his son.